Hello people, how are you doing? Well, welcome to an unplanned edition of No Holds Barred with IT. Welcome to ITT channel. If you are new to my channel, the channel is new, please subscribe, share, like, let me, and then comment on my videos. Actually I'm working, I'm at work, and I'm not in my domain. That's why you are seeing me do this video inside my car. It's not that I'm not making shakara inside car. Only the car in the US is not a big deal. That's just the truth. I'm at work, like I said, and I won't be going back to my domain on this Saturday. So, but there is this developing story that I need to deal with instantly. So that's why you are seeing me today. Now, last week I did a video. I'm going to put the link at the end of this video, and also I'll put it at the card up there of what happened, what is still happening concerning Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Please do this even before we move on. I mean, I'm at work, but I have to do it. Okay, so welcome back. I'm going to play this video, and then I will come back and then we'll discuss it, because I want to give a shout out to my aunt that sent this video to me. I won't be mentioning names. Look at it, and then it's about the YouTuber that Apostle Johnson Suleiman is now trying to use the Nigerian police to intimidate. So let's watch this video, and then we'll come back and discuss.
This morning, I flew into Abuja this morning. Israel had flown in yesterday to honor the invitation extended to him by the Nigerian police, the first criminal intelligence and investigation department, pursuant to a petition filed by Apostle Johnson Suleiman, who is the founder of the Omega Fire Ministries. Now I came in with my clients. As I said, we got in here past 10. If you look at the time, this is 4 minutes past 7. So cumulatively, we have spent over 7 hours, over 8 hours, 8 hours plus, just to respond to a petition over what I consider to be a very funny allegation made by Suleiman, because he had alleged that he commanded angels to send miracle alerts or miracle money to some persons in Auchi, in Edo State, and of course Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. My client Israel came out, disavowed, debunked, and of course challenged the credibility and the veracity of those claims, which for us remains outlandish, remains false, irresponsible, and incapable of being proved, clearly unsubstantiated. So we came here. It took even several hours for the police to take a statement. There were a lot of arguments, back and forth, altercations at some point, and instances where I felt these had gone beyond voluntary statement. This was about trying to force somebody to implicate himself. Of course, we refused to be intimidated. So that also led to a series of things that I may not want to say here. Now, after all said and done, we met with the ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Abubakar, who had signed the invitation letter. And he expressed his opinion about the case, which I disagree with, but I respect his opinion, because as I said, that is his opinion. Whether Israel has committed an offense or not will be for the court to determine. Interestingly, I also met the lawyer, a learned friend, who is the lawyer to Apostle Suleiman. He also came around today, and he engaged me in a conversation. I don't want to disclose the details. After we had finished all that marathon hours of discussion, I had expected that the police, given that Israel came voluntarily, will release him and ask him to come back, because he honored the invitation. If you are inviting somebody for purpose of interrogation, the moment you say you cannot go except you produce a shorty, what that implies in law is that you have converted the police invitation to arrest. The moment a suspect can no longer live at his own will, by his own volition, that is no longer within the realm of invitation. That is now an arrest. So the implication is that Israel Balogun has been arrested by the police. He's currently in their cell. He's not coming out obviously tonight because of what looks like very stringent and difficult bail conditions. They requested for 2 shorties. They said one has to be a level 14 civil servant who should present either his letter of last promotion or a letter of introduction. Of course, we brought a level 13 and we appealed to them and they agreed to take the person. But somehow, because of the time, we couldn't get the original copy of his letter of last promotion. But we presented the photocopy and even his ID card, he was willing to drop them, a federal civil servant. But they insisted again that he must also, in addition to letter of last promotion, present his ID card and also present letter of introduction, which are clearly outside the bail form that my clients fill. Again, there was also a requirement that there should be a second shorty who should be a business person and has either certificate of occupancy, CFO, or certificate of incorporation of a company. We brought a retired civil servant with certificate of occupancy with even original copy. The police refused to release this one, insisting that he must produce a civil servant. What is the offense? They're talking about defamation. They're talking about alleged cyber stalking. I don't believe those are matters that should warrant such stringent conditions that are peculiar to capital offenses like murder, kidnapping, terrorism, and so on. So for me, this is just, again, an attempt by somebody who feels he has money, somebody who feels he has power, to press a Nigerian that he feels is vulnerable. But our message to Apostle Suleiman is clear and simple. We are not going to back down. We are not going to be intimidated. We are not going to allow you to put us in a situation that will make you continue to harass other citizens. So we will come back tomorrow hoping that the police will release him, hoping that those conditions will be reconsidered or alternatively met. But for the purpose of today, this is where we are. Israel is in custody. And we hope that the police as an institution will also think about the dent, the damage that this singular case will do to the police as an institution and to Nigeria as a country. Because what can be more scandalous? What can be more embarrassing to a country than for a citizen to be detained because he said that angels cannot send money to people's accounts? Simple. So the angels, I came to the police station, I have not seen any of the angels.
No angels.
I haven't seen any of those who received the alert. We are still waiting for the angels to show up.
Yes.
Because Suliman must produce those angels.
Yes.
On no account will we relinquish on that demand.
Yes.
He has to produce those angels. Those persons will come. We will subpoena their banks to see their statements so that we will know from which bank of heaven these monies came from. This is the kind of madness that we see in this country. And because impunity has taken over the fabric of Nigeria, people like Suleiman continue to use the police to hunt private citizens. Nobody will be intimidated. Nobody will be coerced into silence.
Yes.
So let the Inspector General of Police save the Nigerian police from this embarrassment. Save the country from this scandal. And stop this macabre dance, this scandal that is going on in the name of investigation. That is all the comments I can make for now. And lastly, we have told them we are not afraid of going to court. It will be very good for Suleiman to enter the witness box, for his angels to testify on his behalf.
Yes.
Nigerians have not seen angels before. I believe this is a good opportunity for us to see and know what angels look like, because he has to produce them. Again, I have also made the point earlier that look, the country is almost at the point of recession. The government can barely fund. Nigeria is borrowing from China. Suleiman has this grace of commanding angels to send money. Why not help the country?
Thank you.
Call these angels to send money to the Federation account or the Treasury single account to help the country out of the economic and financial crisis that it is going through. If you have this capacity to command angels to deposit money in the account of people who claim to be your members, also help the country. So the president should send a minister of finance to lead a delegation to meet Suleiman for him to call his angels to send money to help the country. I believe that will be in the interest of, until he does that, we are waiting for him to have his day in court. Because for me, so it is not Israel Balogun who will be on trial. It is Apostle Suleiman and every clergy or pastor in this country that abused the trust of the Nigerian people that will be on trial. Yes. It is Suleiman who will answer for his statements and comments. It is Suleiman who will have the burden and the onus of proof of substantiating the allegations that he made. They can show their power at the police station, but we will have solace in the court. But we are still calling on the police to do what is right. Because you cannot be saying you are a law enforcement agency and yet you are allowing the law to be violated in the name of protecting a big man. So that is all the comments I can make for now. Thank you.
Well, you have seen the video. I'm trying to come up to see your faces. Don't forget I said I'm in the car. So you've seen the video. Thank you, my brother, my learned. I'm not learned. You are learned. All of us are educated. That's what lawyers in Nigeria will say. Now, this is Nigeria have not seen angels before. Yeah, and this will be a great opportunity for them to see them. I want to say here that I did a video last week about Suleiman, and I said in that video that he is someone, he's a man of God that I know has the word. Is the mantle on him is not let me start with this. I have a lot of things to say. I don't even know where to start. I think what is happening now is that Suleiman wants to leverage on the failed system in Nigeria, on the failed on the fact that Nigeria has over the time built human individuals. I kept saying it. Nigeria has over the time built individuals and not institution. Yes, that's the difference between the country where we are and Nigeria and other African countries. Individuals are built, but in overseas countries where all of them come to do what not, systems, institutions are built. Recall the last presidential election in the US. Look at what happened with Trump and everything. Now, having said that, I think the challenge with I really don't want to. I told you last week that we are going to be making good noise on this channel. That's why I titled this video that I hope Suleiman remembers that he began in Yola, in Adamawa State. So let him know that some of us know him. Some Nigerians know him. I don't understand why someone that calls himself a man of God will not be tired of controversies. We rested Otobo's case. Recently, it's about the man that came out to say he took his wife to go and open shop. I wanted to say shop. Another branch of his church for her in Abuja. The fire of that one is gradually going down. And then this. I'm going to show you some short screen I made on that is video. This angels dropping money on people's accounts video. And you will see them. Now, I think what has happened over time with Apostle Suleiman is that like I wanted to say the other time, that the mantle upon his life is that of an evangelist. Those who know him says that Apostle Johnson Suleiman will have been the Reham Bonkel of Africa if he has stayed on that lane. Now, he now begin to go out to what to compete for is what I don't know. I think he has over the time gone into competition with fake prophets that he himself has become one. Now, having said that, it is not Nigeria YouTubers alone that you will arrest. You will take to the police or to court, because everybody is talking about this thing. We that were in diaspora, we are talking about it. It would be good if Apostle Johnson Suleiman can come, because people in Atlanta receive those alerts. So if he can come to, just like this lawyer said, to authenticate his claims. I'm going to show you 3 photos of those alerts, and you will see what I'm talking about. Now this one, okay, this one was sent by Angel. I can't say properly. This one, you can see, I think it was from Angel. Is it Nelson? No, there was one that Angel Nelson sent, but this one, look at the hand of the man that's holding that that piece of this thing. Oh my goodness, I have to. Okay, you can see the name of the sender of that particular alert. I want to open it up so much so that we can see it. I want to read out the name on that alert. I'm sorry, bear with me. I like to do thorough job. Okay, that one was sent from Helpline Telecom. Okay, so maybe we can have Angel Helpline Telecom. Okay, now I'm still going to show you another one. Another one. Okay, this one. All right, this one, I'm not in my usual. This one was sent. This one was sent by something Nelson Damina or something like that. So we have Angel Nelson Damian. He sent that one. So that's Angel Nelson Damian's alert to you. I used some of these things for the thumbnail of this video, so you can even check them out. And I'm going to show another one. This is very interesting. This one is very, very interesting. I love this one. This one, yeah, this one is can you see POS agent turning point? so we are now saying that angels are using POS to send. See, in fact, Apostle Suleiman, you will just end up making us to Yoruba we say investigate deeper. So this one is a POS transaction, the kind of thing that happens now in Nigeria, where you can, if you don't want to go to the bank, you can go to people that has POS, and people has used that. I mean, you know about it. So this one was sent by Angel Turning Point, a POS machine. Now, to the Nigerian police that this lawyer tried to address, it is not hard to do investigation, really. It is not. Even me that I'm not police, I'm an investigative journalist. It's not hard. All this thing you were dragging, you are detaining a man because he said, simple. One of those things I show you was from FCMB bank. Do your investigation. Go to the banks. Who are these names? You have the address of people who registered, who opened accounts in banks. I mean, it's very simple, honestly. What Suleiman is doing is, Yoruba will say, I don't know how to say this in English. I told you last week in my video, it's not a week now, a week now, that hey, is this on Monday, that retrace your step. That's this one you are doing. It will just begin to make people to dig you more and more. No matter how messed up Nigeria judiciary is, I don't think any judge that knows he or her onions will sit on the bench, I don't know, and listen to this kind of, no matter how corrupt Nigeria judiciary is. On what ground will you say you are holding this man? Like I said, you are trying to capitalize on the failed system. And like this lawyer said, Nigeria police, I don't know what to say. I think you understand what I'm saying. Just call your boys to order. No matter money that they, okay. Search me. You say God that you serve, his angels has deposited money in people's account, and people are saying no, it's not possible. Why don't you say, okay, God, though, which if I don't think it's Jehovah that some of us are serving. I don't know the God you are serving now. I said last week, I listened to your message. Actually it was when Otobo case began that naturally, as soon as I began to lose interest in your messages. Honestly, that's the truth. But I listened to your message. I know you have the auction, but are you, Apostle Suleiman, are you where God called you now? Are you still there? When God was looking for Adam in the garden, he said, Adam, where art thou? Somebody will hear this now, began to laugh. Adam, where art thou? It's not that God didn't know where Adam was. God wanted Adam to rediscover himself. God knows where anybody is at any point. He just wants you to discover your own self. So Apostle Johnson Suleiman, where art thou? Are you still where God called you? Like I said, someone who knows very well said you would have been the Rehan Bonke of Africa, the kind of auction on you. And the dangerous thing about auction is that by the time the auction shifts, by the time the grace shifts to another person, you will still think you are still in it. That was the error Saul committed. The problem of Saul wasn't that he sacrificed, he performed the job of a prophet. No. That was not it. I mean, he did, yes. But when Samuel came and said, why did you do this? He wasn't remorseful. And then he wanted to cover up. He told Samuel that, please, let's go to to the people together as the time of old. I don't the exact quote now, but that was the message, as the time of old, so that it will be as if I'm still in. And then he held Samuel's garment. In that anger, Samuel, snapped. He wanted to snap himself from him, and Samuel's garment tore. Yes, and Samuel said, the way this garment has torn, your kingdom is torn. So it's not about thy sacrifice. So when the grace shifts, I'm not a preacher. When the grace shifts, the danger, you people will not know. And as I'm seeing Nigeria's spiritual space, your mantle has been given to another person. Look inward. Look yourself, Apostle Johnson. That evangelistic mantle, it was massive on you. I listen to Nigerian pastors. It's going gradually. If you are not left, go into another person. I won't mention. I know, but I won't mention names. When people say Jesus was not Son of God in the Bible, what did he do? Did he arrest people? Okay, I'm not Son of God, though. Chicken. Now you are fighting on behalf of. I don't want to say God, because it can't be the same Jehovah that I know. That some of us, no. So all this competition with fake prophets that has turned you to fake, there's still grace. You can still retrace your step, and that will bring me to your wife, Lizzie Suleiman. Can you behave like Abigail of Abigail in the scripture? A wise woman. I know you are always, so it's good for a wife to be supportive of her husband. Can you call this man to order? Can you? The danger. I don't know how your children will be feeling about all this drama. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, can you go back, like I said, to the discipline you had back then that I told you? You started from Yola, so some of us know you. Go back to the discipline you had then that gave you the fire that was in you. Then go back. The problem is that when you people begin to compete with false prophets, you will not be able to go back to that discipline again, because false prophet, they don't have any discipline. It takes discipline to walk with God. You always say that Pastor Enoch Adeja Adeboye is your father in the Lord. I see that as name dropping personally, because if Daddy Gio is your father in the Lord, trust me, you won't be doing all these things you are doing. Shouldn't your father's aura rub on you? Shouldn't you carry some of the things your father carry? It's not enough to be boasting. How many of you know that Pastor Adeboye is my father in the Lord? I doubt it. So, Nigerian police, you are the one that will. In fact, I would love this thing to go to court, so that nobody in fagburu. No, my mom, I'm not on accommodate. I'm saying you like this. Nobody in fagburu. Urama fagbo. Yes, I learned that you have threatened this guy that he should apologize. Apologize on what basis? Apologize on what basis? And if care is not taken, we are going to launch a petition, and people will be signing it, and you know what that means for you internationally. Yes. In fact, maybe that's what's going to happen. I don't even know why it just came to me that it's a possible thing we can do as YouTubers, and you're a YouTuber too. So this is my break is over. This is an beach. This is an unplanned episode of No Host Brad. I don't want to say I'll be joining you next Monday, because as it were, this channel is going to be talking about developing stories. So okay, developing stories. So take care of yourselves. I love you. And quickly, let me leave you with this platform that I always talk about, www.mybridesmaid.org. If you're in the US, go there and connect with babysitters and cleaners, and you can leave your children with them with your 2 eyes closed. My name is Itunu. I will see you again very soon. Nigeriapolice, do the needful. Don't let anybody use you. Don't let anybody, because before you taking money from him, don't let anybody use you. This is a bad case. Nobody, it's a bad case. Dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. Simple. QED. Okay, guys. Bye.